What's new, Pokecrew? It's Uturn Talks here, and you are watching Uturn Talks. My guest for today is uploading a Leaf Green Randomizer Wedlock, along with Fire Emblem Let's Plays. His link will be in my description. Slyroh, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
So, with these questions, I kind of wanted to, dig a little bit into the past with this first one, because I remember when I first started out and everything. I remember who I first started talking to, and so you were one of the first people who I started interacting with.
Yeah.
So what I'm kind of curious about, who did you interact with when you first started out?
Alright, when I first started out, I actually had a couple people reach out to me, believe it or not. One was someone by the name of Big Brown, who doesn't actually go by that name anymore, or do Pokemon from what I know. But I had like a showdown battle with him, and we were talking, and then the first one that I really started talking to was Tito's, from the Tito's station. If anyone knows who that is, you should. He's a really cool dude, and he was definitely the first friend that I made on YouTube, and we have become really good friends. So
Oh, that's awesome. I like the little shout out you gave to Tito, so, you know, what the hell. I'll throw his link into my description as well. So Slyroh and Tito's, they kind of come as a package. So, check those two out.
we really do. We're on each other's videos like all the time.
That's kind of funny because, like I stated, like when I first started out, if I remember correctly, it wasn't really just you. Like I first started talking to you, and you know, then Tito's, and it was kind of funny because I didn't just talk to you; I talked to both of you. So
Yeah, it happens a lot. Usually, you find one of us, you find both of us.
exactly, yeah. And so if any of you listeners have checked out Slyroh's videos, you'll know that he does a pretty damn good job at the Let's Plays, and I have seen a few of your showdown battles as well. So so my question is it has nothing to do with showdown actually, but what was the longest amount of time that you had put into editing a video?
Editing a video, usually doesn't take that long. I think the ones that did the most, actually no. There was one time I decided to mess around, and on one of my episodes from like Pokemon Silver, like way back in the day, I made it look like the game glitched. Like all I did, it was like in the lighthouse. I was going down a lighthouse floor, and I made it look like the game was just continuously dropping me down a lighthouse like floor, and all I was doing was like cutting like the start of like when I would fall on the floor and then go to the next one. I would just cut that part out, and so it would just look like I'm continuously falling.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I ran the whole way over to like Dark Cave by like Violet City, and so I made it look like it dropped me in like a dark place, and then like I walked out and I'm like, how did I end up here? And it's right there. That was actually probably the most fun thing I've ever done, and it took a decent amount, but I think it was definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, it definitely. Oh, it definitely sounds worth it. That's something, you know, that I want to start trying to do. I want to try getting involved in more editing. You know, I want to try and make my videos so much better, and I feel like all the listeners here want to do the same thing. So going off of that, do you have any advice for any new YouTubers who want to do great editing like that? Like, do you have any advice? Like, what program do you use and everything?
Well, for that, all I was using was Camtasia, but I know I have Sony Vegas now. I haven't really gotten into it too much, but that's a program that almost everybody's going to recommend for editing is Sony Vegas. And voice editing, there's Audacity. I haven't gotten too much into that, but I mean, I've had that for a while. So yeah, but I mean, that would be recommended programs, and I would just say if you have an idea, just try it out. It doesn't hurt to try out new things.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you recommended Sony Vegas, and I'm just gonna throw this out there, and I'm gonna recommend Power Director because that's what I've been using too. And so for a beginner, kind of like me, you know, Power Director has it all, has everything that I need for right now. But Sony Vegas has just so much more. Like, it's crazy.
There's a lot of stuff that you don't need though too, so you have to kind of look through what you don't need to find that what you do want.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, for just people who want to start out, I mean, if you want to get into Sony Vegas, by all means, go for it. Because it'll definitely help you. But I feel like you just need to practice a lot on that one.
Yeah, I think and a lot of it just happens to be like whatever you first use. Like I just started with Camtasia, and I got so used to just like recording with that, and then you can just edit it right away and all that stuff. And then once you get that down, trying to pick up something new, it takes a lot more time and patience to do. So I mean, if you're just gonna start out, just whatever you go with, you know,
Oh,
should be the one that you're gonna try and learn because it's gonna be hard to pick up another one. Like once you get used to one.
oh yeah, yeah, for sure. So going on that, how I know that you did a lot of editing and everything, and I'm sure that you didn't really use Sony Vegas when you first started out. So how did you end up getting involved in YouTube, and what program did you actually start out using to get you to where you are today?
Okay, well, I guess pretty much I started YouTube just because I really enjoyed a lot of the other Pokemon YouTubers that I saw. I started I started with Camtasia. That was the first recording thing I used. After like going through searching for like ever as far as what I should try and use, I started with Camtasia for recording, editing, everything, and I had GIMP as like instead of Photoshop, like
Oh, GIMP,
GIMP.
yes.
Yeah, I made like my first layout with that, and it was so bad. But I used that for a while until I was shown the wonders of Photoshop. So it's honestly not a whole lot of different programs than what I use now.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. Because I remember when I first started out, I downloaded this program GIMP, and I have yet to use it. I think I got rid of it actually once I got once I got Photoshop, but
Once you get Photoshop, yeah,
yeah.
you don't need GIMP.
No. I had no idea what I was doing when I first got GIMP, and so when I figured out, oh, I can just get Photoshop, I just immediately got rid of GIMP because I was not going to learn something if I had already gotten a better program. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
so I have a question that I've been kind of wanting to ask you for a little while now because I think I got some answers from different YouTubers here. But who did you or who do you look up to in the YouTube community?
Oh, definitely in the Pokemon YouTube community. I mean, Nappy, the king of Poketubing, probably easily my favorite. Easily, he influenced he's the reason, one of the reasons that I started YouTube. It was him and just a couple others. And then when they started Lumio Station, I just got to see all those different people, and like they all just kind of inspired me to start. So, but I would say Nappy definitely is someone that still inspires me every day.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, for me, it was Shady Penguin. Shady Penguin just has that energy, and I'm not saying I don't like King Nappy. I'm not saying I don't like all the other ones.
Yeah.
But Shady Penguin did it for me because he has that energy. He has that drive, and King Nappy does too. I mean, I love that man. He's great.
Both of them. I don't think people understand how hard it is to be that high energy for that amount of time and that videos. Like that is impressive.
Oh yeah. It's crazy because you would think they would just tire after a while, but no, they just keep going.
Exactly. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. And so you mentioned that you mentioned Lumio Station and how Shady and oh no, what's his name? King Nappy. Wow, I can't believe I forgot. You said that they're part of Lumio Station. So would it be a dream if you would ever be a part of that?
I think that would be insane. I don't know. I guess it would be really cool. I don't see that happening, but I mean, I guess you never know.
Well, no, you're right.
I mean, I'm already part of a collaboration channel, so
Oh, what's the collab channel you're a part of?
I'm a part of the Elite Frontier. So it's a really good collab channel with some friends of mine, and we stay pretty consistent. So yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
I like being a part of that. It's really good to be in like a collab channel with like people that you're friends with, rather than like just being with people that you're just trying to I don't know, work with for like your own benefit. It's just it's more of a fun thing.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you typically do on the channel? Like what? Not just you, but what does everyone bring to the table?
Well, we have myself and Tito's. We have a versus, a Ruby and Sapphire randomizer Nuzlocke versus going on. I know King Gramble is there doing Wi-Fi battles, and we did do free for alls, but that just kind of stopped for a little bit. Gabriel has a to Z spot lock series. Dragon Blaze is like a Floor Sky Nuzlocke, and then Turtwig TV has a Pokemon Snakewood. I think he's just playing.
Wow.
I'm not sure if that's a Nuzlocke. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a bunch of different like things brought to the table.
Yeah, man. See, I've been wondering where Turtwig and King Granville have gone to, because I haven't really seen them a whole lot. But now I know they're busy, fulfilling their roles in that collab channel.
Yep. They have a bunch of stuff going on.
Wow.
There's also like school and
Well, yeah.
time zones and.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, everyone now, has gone back to school and everything. Do you have any plans, or are you going to school or anything, or what's your game plan?
I do not go to school. I actually graduated from school a couple years ago, and I now technically I have 2 jobs right now, but I just started one. So I work at a warehouse Monday through Friday, and then I work at an amusement park Saturdays and Sundays for right now, but I'm soon going to cut that out, and I'm just going to work at the warehouse, so.
Oh, right, because it's just getting colder, and so no one's going to want to go to amusement parks now and everything. The seasons change, right?
Yeah, and it's just, the amusement park, like, days, it's open less. It's not open every day, so.
Oh, yeah.
Less hours,
Oh, true.
things
True.
like that.
So switching gears now, just so your fans can, get another side of you. What do you do in your spare time besides YouTubing and work and all that?
Spare time.
If you have any.
No, I mean, besides that, it's just video games, playing PS3, things like that, hanging out with friends, watching movies, watching anime. I've been getting into that a lot lately.
Oh, nice.
And drumming.
Really? I didn't.
Drumming.
That's awesome.
Yeah, someday I want to see if I can incorporate that into my videos, but I haven't really figured out a good way yet. But
Couldn't you kind of do like a drum, like some sort of drum solo for your intro? I don't know.
maybe. I don't know. I'll work it out someday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much a lot of the stuff I do in my free time.
Wow. Okay. So what would you say your favorite game is for right now?
My favorite game, not including Pokemon, would be Spyro Year of the Dragon, PS1.
Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that name in ages.
Spyro the Dragon, that's so good. All 3 of those games in PlayStation 1 are amazing, and they're like my entire childhood. And the third one, Year of the Dragon, is just like, I can still play that like all the time. It's still a challenge, but I still can do it, and like I never get enough.
Oh my God, nostalgia right there.
Yes.
It- Oh man, for me, I had a Sega Saturn, and like one of those old things, and I used to play Sonic 3D Blast, and that was fun. Sonic,
I've never played that. That's cool.
yeah. The Sega Saturn wasn't really, that popular with
Yeah.
fans, just like the Dreamcast and everything. So,
Yep.
but so what kind of anime are you watching right now? You had mentioned that you're getting into anime. So what are you watching right now?
Well, I got completely caught up on Attack on Titan, so there was that. I've just finished watching a lot. I finished watching Code Geass, was a really good one. I watched through like Death Note for like the second time. Now I'm actually watching through like Digimon Tamers, which is kind of weird and out there, but that's actually I'm watching that now, as well as started watching Angel Beats. A friend recommended that to me, but I don't know. I'll give it some time.
Right.
Wasn't a huge fan, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still looking for more ones to really start, because right now I've just kind of like ended watching a lot of them.
Right. I am so glad that you said that you have been watching Digimon, because in a previous interview that I had with Roger Space, I had asked him Pokemon or Digimon, and so I kind of feel bad, that I had asked such a big Pokemon fanatic what he had to choose. And I'm so glad just now you brought up that you watched Digimon, because that was the point that I tried making to him. Because I told him that there are some YouTubers who watch sometimes, Digimon, and you are one of those. So thank you for bringing that up.
Yes, I love Digimon. Like the games, well, not a whole lot of games, but a couple games. The shows. I will still go back and watch that every now and then. Like I love them. Love it.
Now, what season is Digimon Tamers? Because I know that I had watched it up to the newest season, and I don't care for the newest season. But which season was Digimon Tamers? Was that the third one?
Yeah, that was the third one. Like there was the one that was like super big. Like there was Digimon Adventures like 1 and 2 were like the ones that I remember being big like on TV as a kid.
Right.
And then Digimon Tamers was like right after that.
Right. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate talking about Digimon, but you know what? But I mean, I like Digimon. I like it, and so I feel like, this is gonna be like the last thing we're gonna talk about Digimon related, anyways. But I feel like the third episode, the third season rather, was rather dark. Because I had read stuff about it, and it was much darker than the previous seasons. It was either the third season or the fourth season that was dark.
I do remember hearing about the third season being dark, but I've never actually watched through the whole thing, so I don't know. I guess I'll find out.
Oh man, you need to. I love that season so much.
Yeah.
So what you had mentioned that you watch anime and everything. So
Yeah.
you mentioned that you watch Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
Death Note.
Yep.
Have you watched Fairy Tail at all?
I have not. I have not. That is like on my list of like ones that I want to get into soon.
Yeah.
I have like a list, like a mental list of like a couple ones that I want to start watching. But the things about like series like Fairy Tail is like there's a lot of episodes I think already. So when you see that many episodes that there is to watch, it gets a little like I don't know, scary to try and like,
Yeah.
So
No, I definitely hear you, because I want to try and watch Death Note and or Attack on Titan, but I feel like it's just gonna be another instance where I start watching it and then I just lose interest. Even though it's really good, I just might lose interest because that's me. And I gave Fairy Tail a shot, and I watched it up to maybe the second season, or maybe close to the second season, and I just stopped watching. It was good, but I just lost interest. I don't know why.
oh wow.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Attack on Titan is like 25 episodes. Like that's total. Death Note is like 38, but only like 27 of them are like what people would consider good.
Right.
It's weird, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're not too long, and especially like those two, I got like so hooked that it's like I just sat there and then you just watch like 10 episodes before you even know it, and then yeah.
Well, yeah. See, the problem with me is that I can't watch English sub. I need to watch dub.
Yeah, yep, same. They're all done.
Yeah. Because there are plenty of people out there who are actually listening to this right now who prefer sub, but I feel like if I go into an anime with subtitles, then I'm just going to start reading what they say instead of actually paying attention to what's going on.
Exactly. And then if it's something that's, especially really like action oriented, like you're missing all the action because you're busy reading what they're saying.
Exactly. I mean, granted, what they're saying is important, but yet the drama, the action, the violence is what draws you in. So I feel like you need to start paying attention to that more instead of actually reading what they say.
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Yeah. And so, okay, so switching gears to kind of like to your name. Your name is Slyroh. So for ages now, I don't know why I never really asked you this, but Slyroh isn't really, a common name. So how did you end up coming up with that name?
It took me so long to think of a name for YouTube. Like, I was trying, like, acronyms of my favorite games. I was trying, or not like acronyms, trying to just, like, use the letters, just make words out of it. I don't know. And eventually, I wanted something that could just be whatever. Like, I would start with Pokemon. If I decided I didn't want to do it, I could change up with no problem. But that's not going to happen. But, I picked Slyroh
that's good.
And then I just added an H. A, because I thought it just looked cooler, made it look more complete. And then I guess if you want to make a Pokemon connection, you know, throw has like an H, and that kind of has like the O sound. So I was just like, you know what? Combine it all together. Short, easy to remember, something that I can be called by that won't be, you know, hard for people to remember. And so it just worked out. So
Oh,
that's Slyroh.
that is really creative. I would have never thought that you did that. That's a really, really creative name. It was really funny back in the day, back when I was in high school, and when AIM was a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
I needed to try and find a better what username or whatever you called it back then, and so me and a friend were just like smashing our hands on the keyboard just to see what came up. And so I remember that I smashed my hand on that keyboard, and I got the name Weifu too. it was kind of creative, so I ended up using that. But the reason why I brought that up is because I had stated that you actually making the name Slyroh was really creative, and so I was just kind of thinking of other creative names out there and everything. I thought Weifu too was kind of creative, but oh man. Well, I think we are going to wrap things up here. Slyroh, do you have anything that you would like to say to your fans right now?
Not really. I mean, I guess thanks if you guys support me. That's about all I can say is thanks.
Oh,
and stay tuned for more good stuff on my channel.
Nice. When are we going to expect newer or more episodes of anything?
I upload pretty much every day. I have a upload schedule on the About section of my YouTube channel where I upload Sunday through Friday, with Saturday being a wild card day that usually I'll just throw up an extra upload on that day. So every single day.
Alright, that sounds good. Slyroh, thank you for being on the channel, and everyone, thank you for watching Uturn Talks. Be sure to check his link out in my description, and do not forget to RCS, rate, comment, and subscribe. Once again, Slyroh, thank you for being on Uturn Talks.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Peace.
Ready, set, go.